Good evening. First tonight, an abuse victim from Bradford who was groomed as a teenager says she believes the scale of the scandal in the city far exceeds that seen in Rotherham and Rochdale.
Fiona Goddard says she was raped by up to 50 men while living in a care home. 9 men have since been jailed.
But there has never been an in-depth inquiry into grooming gangs in Bradford, something that she says is vital now that the government says it will launch a national inquiry. Fiona's been speaking to our reporter Amelia Beckett.
That trauma's always going to be there. It's not something you can ever heal from, is that?
Fiona was just 14 years old and living in a care home in Bradford when she was groomed and sexually exploited. In 2019, these 9 men were jailed for raping and abusing her and another girl. But Fiona says as many as 50 targeted her.
At the time when I was being abused, I fell pregnant and I had her 3 days after my 16th birthday. She was taken from me and put up for adoption because I was exposed to a paedophile ring and it wasn't a safe environment for a child, but yet they left me there and they refused to move us both. They said it was too much money to waste on someone like me.
A serious case review found she went missing on an almost daily basis, and yet police described her as streetwise, implying she could look after herself. It also found, despite agreement by all agencies, that Fiona was either at risk of child sexual exploitation or actively being sexually abused and exploited. This was not addressed by any single agency.
People that have taken jobs within safeguarding roles to protect children to then allow and enable this type of abuse to happen for such a length of time, it completely baffles my head. It was documented to do with me from March 2008 when I was just 14. So they had opportunities from them, multiple opportunities to end that abuse, and they didn't, and it didn't stop until the end of 2011.
Fiona believes she's one of hundreds, if not thousands, of girls who've been abused in Bradford, but the council has never launched a full-scale inquiry. David Greenwood is a lawyer who was instrumental in exposing the scale of abuse which took place in Rotherham. Much of that, he says, links back to Bradford.
Almost everyone who had been exploited in Rotherham had some kind of Bradford connection. Either some of the men were from Bradford or they were taken to Bradford to be sexually exploited and raped. So it suggests to me that Bradford is firmly a centre of exploitation.
Last month, the government announced there would be a full-scale national inquiry into grooming gangs. It was welcome news for Keighley MP Robbie Moore, who's long campaigned for Bradford to be looked into. Now he says it's vital the city is thoroughly examined.
I'm pleased that we've had the announcement now that there will be a national inquiry. But yet here we are in July of 2025. We don't know whether the Bradford district is going to be included. We don't even know who the independent chair is. We don't know what the terms of reference are. A lot of questions need answering, and I'm getting fed up and frustrated at just how long this process is taking.
Bradford Council told us they acknowledged there were significant failings in Fiona's care, which they have apologised for. They say they met with Fiona and her case was looked at in depth as part of an independent review into child sexual exploitation, which was shared with the Home Office, and learning was implemented locally. They add they will cooperate fully with this latest national inquiry. And it's vital that they do, says Fiona, who believes the only way this will ever fully be tackled is if authorities here face up to what she and many others have gone through. Amelia Beckett, ITV News, Bradford.